All right. Welcome, everybody, back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host, Rattlesnake, coming at you live once again from Austin, Texas, here with my co-host, Dakota. What up, Dakota?
Oh man, it's good to have you back, dude. We missed you. Dakota Drake 4 in the house, Atlanta, Georgia. It's been a long off weeks, but we're getting this thing rolling. Let's get it, dude.
Let's do it. What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in. Rock, flag, and eagle.
Woo! That feels
Welcome
good.
back. Welcome back. Here we are. We have been gone, taking a bit of vacation with NASCAR. Dakota was on last week for Jeopardy. Did another part 2.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. People were like, "Yeah, I think it was rigged. I think Dakota was cheating." I was like, first off, if I was cheating, I would have fucking won. Second off, I wasn't cheating. I didn't even talk to Colton like before the show or anything. I was just winging the whole thing.
Anybody seemed to be cheating, Nathan was a little suspect.
I am a little speculative.
Nathan was the suspect one. He out of nowhere from third place.
Yeah, you kept seeing him like.
Yeah. Look, I'm not accusing anybody, but if we're gonna be suspect of anybody, I'm just saying you were winning the whole time. Even in part 1 of Jeopardy that we did with Johnny, who crushed it, you kept up with Johnny the whole time too. So it was like, I've seen you do well in these. I know you're good. I figured Nathan was pretty good. He came out swinging real soft in third place.
From like 95 to present. That once we go past like into the 80s, I'm just winging. I was guessing on everything.
Point proven. I was talking to Colton before. No, he's saying he wasn't talking to Colton before.
No, yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, he said he wasn't talking. Yeah, no, yeah. I have faith. I knew Dakota was going to win that one. I've seen him perform in part 1 against Johnny, and he gave Johnny a run for his money. Yeah, he actually did good. He's a real dumb person, but when it comes to NASCAR Jeopardy, as we play here, he's actually pretty good. I'll give him credit for that.
Jeez Louise.
So we are back. We are back.
Good, man.
Better than ever.
Healthier than ever, back from the dead.
I'm not healthier than ever. That's
Rattlesnake
for sure.
Lives. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I got COVID, people. I still got COVID. No. I have been quarantined in this apartment for on Sunday. It'll have been 14 days. So coming up to 2 full weeks. Yeah, not been fun. And I was gonna come on Jeopardy, even though I suck at that. Let's be real. I'm really bad. I'm worse than Jacob at Jeopardy. But I was going to come on for fun. I just was like dying on the couch. I was like, this won't work. So did not partake in that. Yeah, Jared, next time you come on Jeopardy, you're going to have to step up your game a little bit. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, hey, for his rookie audition, he did good in Jeopardy. I think we will have to invite him back because he gave it hell.
Yeah. Jared's always
gave Jacob a run for his money.
Yeah. Yeah, he took my place. Yeah, so that was a fun episode. Everybody check it out if you haven't seen it. Once again, we're brought to you by Yeti. If you're going to buy anything Yeti, use the link in the description. You don't get any discount. You don't get anything fun. I'm being honest with you, but it gives us money and we appreciate that. More importantly, I don't know if I'm supposed to like favor sponsors of the show. I think I'm supposed to remain neutral.
They're loyal, dude. They're loyal.
But let's be real. Our favorite sponsorship, we are brought to you by Yeats. Check out the shades. 10% off discount code. Chairgatin. They give you a 10% off discount code, and they also give us money. So unlike Yeti, that just gives us money, which we appreciate. Yeats gives both of us.
They love to give back. They're always shouting out. All about the good life, man.
And they're very affordable. It's like with the discount code, it's like under $40 with shipping and everything. It's a good deal. They're awesome shades, perfect for boats, swimming pools, golf, anything where you're getting rowdy. So if you're a Chairgatin fan, most of your life it probably revolves around getting rowdy. Yeats is perfect for that. So pick up a pair. We're back. Where NASCAR is officially back. We got
Dude,
NASCAR this
race
weekend.
week once again. It's just everything's right with the world now. I mean, I watched one little tiny bit of the Olympics in a sport I favor, and that was it. I don't know what happened.
sport?
I don't know. BMX racing.
I checked out some
Well,
skateboarding and some surfing. I was like, that's kind of cool. That stuff's in the
see,
Olympics.
I'm a little on the fence because I've always liked skateboarding and bikes and stuff, and then like
Right.
it was always like the outcast sport or the bad boy sport. Like we don't need rules, and then now it's in the Olympics, and it's like y'all conform, man.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you.
But it was still cool. It was cool, but I didn't.
It's
care.
kind of weird. And I don't care about it being in the Olympics because I'm some kind of purist where I'm like, that's not an Olympic sport. I don't care about that. It's more like what you're saying. It's the
bad
opposite.
boys for
It's like y'all were too cool for the Olympics. It's kind of lame
Yeah.
that you're there. Like surfing in the Olympics, like good for the sport of surfing. You know, they probably need some like hype again. But at the
Right.
same time, it's like, dude, y'all are surfer bros. Like you should not be competing in the Olympics. It's weird. Either way, it's pretty enjoyable. I haven't really kept up with the Olympics.
Like sometimes I'm like, oh, dude, Olympics. I'm gonna sit and watch, see what's going on. I didn't even give a shit. I didn't care. I was like, dude, I don't care about any of that. Maybe it's other stuff going on.
Maybe it's just because we're race fans. Like we like NASCAR. Yeah. I mean,
if anything, I was like, yeah, bring NASCAR. Hurry up, get this off. Bring me my NASCAR back. Oh, we're going to Watkins Glen this week. It's race week once again. There's big stories dropping, and it's finally. And I also took time. I was kind of like, you know what? I kind of was off my phone a little bit. I didn't really post nothing or anything, and I was like, let me use this time to like not think about NASCAR. And then I was still like
thinking about NASCAR.
When's NASCAR coming back? Come on.
I've been keeping up with college football. That's coming up. So it
yeah,
gave
man,
me a bit of a break.
The hot gossip over there.
Right. It gave me a bit of a break to like focus on another sport, just like infatuated with it, which probably isn't healthy. I just jumped from one thing to another. So now I'm back to NASCAR. Now that I've gotten the college football thing, I'll be focused on that, you know, when college football season comes around. Huge fan. My Astros are winning. That's cool. So I had some other stuff in my life, you know, I could focus on, but it's just not the same.
No, it's not. But all is right in the world, and we're going road course racing. The king of road courses, I'll add, Watkins Glen this weekend. Like, actually, a road course we can pretty much look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, it's bittersweet because I'm excited we're back. Maybe it's a good thing that they put a road course as the first one back, because this is the most I've been excited about a road course on the schedule. And I went to a road course on the schedule.
Since what, 2019?
2019. It has been, hasn't it? That was Chase Elliott, right?
Time. Yeah, so this is actually like, I'm hoping for a banger. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, the road course races have been pretty good this year, not going to lie. And yeah, it's Watkins Glen. Like that's the road course. That's the one we want to see you at. And especially after a 2-week hiatus, I've never been more excited and more ready for a road course than right now.
We're going to ride this thing all the way out, man. Playoffs are coming. I'm super excited about that. And off weeks fucking suck. Like, my whole life I've been like, or next week's an off week, and what the hell? Like, this is bullshit. And then two in a row, I get that, you know, they had to do the Olympics, but it's like,
right.
Don't do this again. Do not.
So I know you were kind of an advocate for this early on. You said, I'd rather get the off weeks out of the way at once, knock it all out. I was suspect because I was like, that's a little long. I think it sounds like you're coming around to my side on this one, to the dark side. It's a little long. It seems the 2 weeks seems like a month for whatever reason.
It does. It seems like it's been 84 years since we went racing last, and I'm here for it. I need it back in my life. I need it in my veins. And then like the summer too, we plugged out going to all these damn races, and I mean, it's been like a month now, and it's gonna be like another month until I go to a race, and like I'm feeling the itch, man. Like I need to get to a racetrack.
Yeah, we are going to a racetrack. Is that the next race you're going to also?
Yes. Fortunately, unfortunately, that is the next race I'm going to.
Yeah, right. So
this will be the first Daytona I've missed in a long time. Really wish I was going, but you know, I got family stuff going on that same weekend, so I won't be in Daytona, unfortunately. But you know, something in the works is brewing. I think the race after that's going to be a little.
We can make an announcement.
Yes,
it's official. Yeah, so we will both be at Darlington. My birthday weekend, turning 30, so we will be celebrating my 30th.
Totally forgot that's going to be your birthday weekend.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get rowdy. Because we're gonna go back and party in Myrtle. We'll have a good weekend, and more importantly, we both got hot passes, so you will see your boys down on pit road. We'll probably set up a couple interviews. We will be down in the media center.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the media center. I think we're gonna get a couple interviews lined up. At least one. Get to do the haulers, everything. So it'll be awesome. We'll have a lot of content coming out of Darlington. A lot of content. And if it gets rained out again like it did last year, we will wait the 4 hours and come back. You remember that? That was the one where the hurricane was coming. They had to get the race out before the hurricane came. They couldn't wait till Monday. And so it was like the middle of the night.
Alex Bowman was wearing a wig. It was weird.
Oh, that the one with
Yeah. I was gonna go to that. Nathan and Justin went to that one. I ended up having something where I didn't get to go, and they went. And then when they were sitting there in the rain waiting, I was like, glad I didn't go.
I think it was 2019 that one. Yeah, that was a fun one. So yeah, some crazy shit like that happens again. Me and you will wait it out, and we will
Southern 500.
Watch it. Yeah, it's one of my favorite races every single year. It's number 2 for me behind Talladega. So I'm excited. It's a great way to spend my birthday, and we will have awesome content for everybody from that race.
Yeah, we'll definitely have some crazy stuff. I mean, might see a titty or two. I don't know. No guarantees.
See my titties. I'm probably going to be flashing people. Yeah,
absolutely.
If any of our fans are out there too, I'd love to meet up with people because what we're going to do is we're also going to get grandstand tickets. So when the race is about to start, we'll head out and go actually enjoy the race from the grandstands. I don't know if anybody out there has had hot passes before. In my opinion, it's one of the worst ways to watch a race. It is not fun. You're down on pit road. Before the race, it's badass. You see all the drivers, everybody running around, doing stuff. It's a lot of fun. And then the race starts, and suddenly there's no drivers or anything. It's kind of cool getting to see the pits right behind them. That's the best part.
I wouldn't mind watching the first 25.
So we could do that. Yeah. That's pretty fun. But
I saw a live pit stop. That'd be sick.
Actually, does Darlington have a tunnel? I don't know if it does.
They do right outside turn 4.
Oh yeah, it's like
they have 1 in 3 and 4.
It's like the Legends Walk or whatever. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Okay. So anyway, maybe we'll stay for that. But the biggest problem with watching a race down there is no alcohol. And I understand for liability reasons, they don't want people drunk around pits.
Someone over tires.
I get it. I'm not here trying to argue my way, but it does kind of suck. So what I like to do with a hot pass is I'll bring a cooler, and then when you go up to the security area where they're no coolers, I'll just be hey, I'm just gonna set my cooler here right by this gate, and if it's here when I come back, it's here. If it's not, it's not. It's not y'all's responsibility.
Bring the cooler you're willing to lose.
Exactly. So that's probably what we're gonna do. We'll enjoy the race from the grandstands, have content up there. If anybody's there, we'll meet up with you in the grandstands because you're not cool like us. Probably won't have a hot pass. That's fine. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great time.
Dude, I'm freaking pumped. It's gonna be badass. This is a bucket list thing for me. I know you do this cool stuff all the time. But being the new guy, I'm tickled. This is checking one off the list for me. I'm so.
It's awesome. It's awesome. You're gonna want to do it again right away. It's a lot of fun, and it won't be your last time.
Can you bring a bag or anything?
Yeah, you can bring what you could do. I've done this once. Is I brought a backpack. Yeah. And then put some stuff on top of the beer, put the backpack.
I'm talking about beer, if I wanted to bring something.
Yeah, you can. So what they do is, they'll check your bag. What I did at Kansas once, I filled up a backpack of beer, and then put a camera and some stuff on top of the beer with a shirt, and it just looked like it was full of stuff, and they let me in. I didn't drink in the pit road knowing that I'd get busted. I just wanted it for when we went up to the grandstands. So yeah, you can bring a bag too. You can bring stuff. They just don't allow alcohol on pit road. They'll just check the security will check you before you go in.
I gotcha. I'm so freaking pumped.
It'll be fun. We'll get some polos and stuff. We'll look official. We're not gonna look, as white trash as we actually are down there. We'll try to look good. Bit of a dress
wardrobe change. We got to go business professional, and then
It's
we'll shed our skin and become the butterflies we are.
there's a bit of a dress code, it's a little bit more professional there. Polo shirts, like a collared shirt. You can wear shorts and tennis shoes, but it's got to be like a little bit dressier. So we'll be looking good.
We're looking like $1 million.
We'll look the part. Yeah, it'll be a good time. But we got Watkins Glen. We got a road course this weekend. That's what we got to focus on. I know we're all excited about Darlington, but moving forward for this weekend, which, by the way, something we definitely need to talk about is the silly season news that officially dropped.
Yeah.
The question that we've all had is who's staying at Trackhouse, or who from
another domino fell, man. Another domino fell.
We finally got it. Yeah,
I think it kind of rolls off into another question, but like Ross Chastain signed on Watermelon Day, whatever the hell that is, to the 1 car at Trackhouse Racing next year. So they're keeping the 1. There's some news off the bat. I love they changed the font, put the little swoop in it. That was pretty cool. Yep. It's a little different. I mean, I like how it's just the 1, and Ross, like, we don't know what sponsors are going to come along. Automatically, I'm thinking, okay, new paint schemes. I like that idea. Ross in the 1, I like it. Fresh start for him. Kind of maybe get his own image going with it. It's a multi-year deal, I read too. That's pretty huge in this day and age in NASCAR. It's signing a multi-year deal. Him and Suarez teammates, they're both pretty young guns. Let's see how they do. They're both aggressive. What kind of sponsors are we going to get over there in that 1 car?
So to clarify, and I'm asking you for clarification because I haven't kept up with it much other than like seeing some posts on Twitter. Ross Chastain he's taking the 1, not Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, they put Ross is in the 1. I'm assuming the Trackhouse is keeping the 99 over there or something. I don't know.
Once again, I don't know how that works.
I don't know how it works. I'm thinking it's going to be a 99-1 deal. I don't know. They change the rules every 10 minutes. However, I think this solidifies that Kurt's not staying over there. And
definitely solidifies that.
This other rumor, the only other rumor I've heard, and I think everyone's heard, is that, Kurt's been talking to 2311. Kind of puts all that momentum's going to that camp. We all know Kurt's got monster money. So, that's a huge sign.
Going somewhere. Trackhouse I don't think would pick Ross over Kurt if they had the chance. Just being real, I'm not trying to hate on Ross, but like you said, Kurt's got that monster money, former champion, dude
Michael
can get
Jordan,
you some wins. I agree. I think that there's definitely something going on with 2311.
So, and then that's another thing is so if Kurt's, I'm going to guess he's bringing monster money with him. They got a huge partnership. Kurt's coming. I'm going to say Kurt's probably going 2311. We could be blindsided here, but assume he's going to go 2311. If he does, what car is he going to drive? What number?
That's the big question.
I'm assuming, it's probably going to be pretty obvious what the paint scheme's going to look like, but maybe we'll have some different schemes. Maybe Michael Jordan Denny's going to do some things over there. I don't know. How's a Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace relationship going to work? If Kurt goes over there, I don't know how that, I've never even seen them talk. I don't know. But big things happening, man. Just like we always say, is next year is going to be freaking nuts.
Yeah, that's the first question is what ride is he going to be in? Because that team only has 1 ride right now, 23, which makes sense. That's the team name is 23.
Where do they get a charter? I have no idea.
Do they buy it from Denny Hamlin? Do they get the 11? I don't know because they only have the 23. Team 2311 would be kind of weird if they have 23 and then 98 or some shit.
I've seen a rendering saying, what if it was the 23 and the 32? Kind of.
Okay, that would work.
I don't know. I could see something like that, but
where are they getting this from? Are they going to lease it from some other team, or are they buying somebody out?
Maybe the 23 has a charter. Maybe they just start up a team charterless and let Kurt will it. I don't know. It'll be great for them.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know there's a charter system.
Bob, type in the comments. Let us know.
I'm pretty sure you have to buy a charter in the charter system to compete. You can't just qualify. And that's I think one of the problems about the charter system that people hate is the best drivers can't just qualify each week. You're guaranteed a spot because you bought that charter. So where are they getting that from? That would be, I guess, the big question would be, if they're leasing it from some bullshit team, then it doesn't matter. Nobody really cares. They're taking away some other bullshit team. But if they're buying it from, I don't know, Richard Petty, some of these other teams that are kind of on the verge, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I keep seeing this rumor tossed around. I don't know what to think with it, but I've seen it happen more than once now. Where they're talking about like Richard Petty Motorsports is for sale.
I mean,
don't
it
know.
makes the most sense.
I don't know how valid that is or what that would do with Eric Jones and the 43 camp, but like I keep seeing that like pop up, and I don't know if people are making it up, but I'm like, yeah, I mean that's not the first time I've seen that, so maybe there's something over there. I don't know, but
I do think it makes the most sense. Yeah.
I'm excited to see bringing Kurt over to that camp, how that could develop their program, and maybe even see how that pushes Bubba forward. I don't know, or lay tracks for a second team. Like Kurt's not going to race forever.
No,
but
he'll be there
Kurt
for
over there in a
probably 2
second
seasons.
car for a year or two, couple years, and establish a second team over there, and leave that foundation for an up and coming driver, or bring someone else over. I mean, it's a no-brainer on, Michael Jordan. I don't think Michael Jordan even makes any of these calls. I think Denny texts him like, hey, I'm about to buy a car. I don't know. That's kind of how I assume that works.
I would imagine, yeah.
Like Michael Jordan's like, dude, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Stop texting me. And then he's like,
me, dude.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm going to swipe the card real quick.
Did they just text each other and talk about how stupid the latest Space Jam movie was? I think that's how you get on Jordan's good side. You text him and you're like, dude, did you see LeBron in the new Space Jam? It was trash. And then Jordan probably responds like, LOL, right? Yeah. Yeah, I do think that's another interesting point is Kurt is probably going to be 1-2 seasons. Let's be honest, maybe 2 seasons. He's still in good shape and stuff like that, but he's on his way out. And what that means is if they are starting up a new charter with 2311, like you said, that leaves it wide open for another young, talented driver, which is cool. That's maybe the most exciting part is a kid that's looking at getting into the Cup Series in 2 to 3 years. That's the scene.
Well, hell, we all talk about like this, Toyota has nowhere for these kids to go, camp, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And I already talked, some of these older guys only have a few more years left, I assume. They're getting older. Is, maybe Kurt races a year or two and John Hunter Nemechek's in Xfinity for a year or two and he moves over there.
Right. Yeah, that would be a good one.
That would be a good pickup for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe some things get switched around. Maybe Tyler Reddick ends up over there. I don't know.
We'll see.
But, and also is Kurt racing as a Toyota. He'll sign off as his fourth manufacturer racing for. I think it'd be kind of cool for him, race for all of them.
Could keep that as a veteran seat. I don't know if they would, as a business decision, I don't know if you would care to keep it as a veteran seat. More than likely, you want a young up-and-comer who you can pay a little less and develop into a better driver. Because other than, like, Kurt, right? So, I mean, Brad K has his deal. He's going to be a part owner. You're not going to get him. Like, you could get like Ryan Newman, but like what other vet do you really want? That's the problem with vets is by the time that you can start to pick them up, their value is too high for what they're producing on the track. That's why they want the young guys. That's why Hendrick, went completely young. You can get them locked into like a 5-year contract and pay them pennies on the dollar, have them win 2 races a season, and you're getting all your money back. So
we saw it, classic. Matt Kenseth gets the boot for Eric Jones. You can pay this kid $200,000. You can pay Matt Kenseth $7 million.
Yeah, the MJ effect. But I mean, one of the benefits of signing a veteran, especially like Kurt, is bringing on sponsors. When you sign a younger driver, sometimes it's harder to bring in sponsor dollars because they're not as established. Which is another reason why I could see 2311 as a good spot for a young up-and-comer because they would be able to get the sponsorship dollars. But I've said this for a while. If you're starting a team, I think it's good to go, or just starting with a new charter, I think it's good to go with a veteran, somebody like Kurt or Brad K, somebody that is a little bit more established, that knows how the Cup Series works, and then gets that seat kind of hot for a couple seasons. And then boom, next thing you know, great position for an up-and-comer.
Yeah. I mean, don't throw out the idea that, once 2311 gets even more money, gets more established with their, new grounds they're building with their shop. What if they, started another Xfinity team and they start their own damn recruiting program? Make another Toyota team to bring up and coming drivers in and bring into their program. I can see Toyota just totally taking over. Gibbs it's pretty much a satellite team, but like Gibbs having half the field.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that stuff just varies so much because at one point Toyota was so hot. It's like
so hot right now.
it just varies. It varies depending on how many open seats you have, how the manufacturer is doing in the cup, who they're developing and bringing up. I think it just rotates every couple years as to like what the best manufacturer is to be attached to up and coming because they have the best seats available, stuff like that. It'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting. And yeah, Cody, one last thing is talking about how like Denny, and that's a good point. It's like, I mean, maybe Denny later on is like, hey, I want to hop in. I want to hop in my car. Like
I could see, they get two teams established a couple years down the road, and I see Denny retiring from the 11. I don't see him going anywhere. The FedEx deal, ride that ship on out. But then, like, Denny's in a third off 2311 car for the Daytona 500.
Daytona 500, yep.
And it's sponsored by Michael Jordan and Nike or something. Like, he does some one-off, 500 races or all-stars.
And why not? Especially if you're a team owner, because you're just making all your own money back.
I'd love to see Tony Stewart do something like that. I mean, I know he's kind of doesn't give a shit about NASCAR anymore, but it's like...
No, he hates NASCAR. I don't think that'll ever happen.
I remember, like, something about he was going to hop in the all-star... Or, I mean, not... the Busch Clash or something one year, and then they were like, no. And he was like, I'm still eligible. What the fuck?
Yeah, his relationship with NASCAR is really weird. You would think NASCAR would really... Yeah, you would think NASCAR would really want Tony Stewart still involved. It definitely is something personal.
I imagine if Dale Jr. wanted to do it, it would be no questions asked.
No questions asked. It's definitely something personal with Tony because outside of Jeff Gordon and Dale Jr., Tony Stewart would be the next biggest name of retired drivers. I mean, he, was huge. Like everybody that remembers that era of NASCAR, it was like Tony Stewart was the guy. And he still has a huge fan base, like still to this day, that has kind of shifted more into watching dirt because that's what he's focused on, which is great for dirt racing. He has a huge following, but you would think NASCAR would really want to kind of exploit that fan base still. So it's definitely something personal there that they just personally don't like him, I think.
Yeah, some vendetta, Tony probably got with one of their girlfriends or maybe the track ownership part.
Tony seems kind of like an asshole. I'm sure he really does rub people the wrong way. I mean, to be fair, and he seems like the working class kind of guy. He's a guy that gets into fights. He has no problem throwing hands, which is why a lot of NASCAR fans love him. But NASCAR executives are not that type of person. They are suit and tie people. And so I could see that clashing and they just don't like each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shout out Tony Stewart. Wish you the best.
Tony, come on the show, baby. We're
waiting for a reply in the DMs. Tony, where you at?
We got you. And for charity, we'll box you.
Yeah,
that would
charity. Apparently,
that would be a great charity.
Anybody can just box pro people and get money these days. So why not start with Chairgatin?
There you go. The Chairgatin boxing charity event.
We have to start a thing. I mean, Colton would be like the biggest or number one draft pick, but like NASCAR fan fights or something.
And me and you commentate like the fights, like announce the fights ringside.
Like, hey, we're all meeting by Petty Section F at stage 1 end, and so and so is fighting for a minute. So
definitely a Talladega thing.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
Just in like a field where we back trucks up, and you put on gloves. You wear gloves. It's no fist bare knuckle stuff.
$5 entry fee or something, and you
wear gloves. And the winner gets paid out or something.
That's for charity. And by charity, I mean our wallets.
Our wallets, yeah. Because that's charity. That's a real charity.
It's the beer fund.
Why would we donate the money to poor people when we're poor? I've never understood
we are part of the donation.
Right. I'm
part of the problem.
The poor people need this money. Hell yeah, I do need this money. I'm broke, man. I got bills to pay. Yeah. So Tony Stewart, shout out, man. Come on. We want you to help.
Ideas that spark on this show, man.
We need you to help start this boxing tournament with us. So anyway, that's the situation moving forward. Ross Chastain, he has his ride, which is cool. So excited for Ross Chastain. I was worried this was not going to happen. It seemed like if Kurt is an option, you're going to want to go with Kurt.
Yeah, damn right.
So good news for Ross. I'm so happy for this kid. He finally did not get screwed over.
Yeah, it's good to see because everybody's kind of like, oh, they're going to keep Kurt. Ross is out. It's like,
Right.
no, not again. Like, please don't do this to Ross.
Right.
But,
Poor guy. Yep. Yeah, so it's good for him. I'm happy that this is working out for him. I'm happy that he has been able to keep a full-time Cup Series ride for more than like one season.
yeah, hard
good
work
for him.
pays off, man.
And he's been doing well, so I hope he continues that momentum into next season. And honestly, I can see him and Suarez kind of performing together and getting a couple top 10 finishes.
Very bold, sir. Very bold.
I think both of them will get a handful of top 10 finishes. I say handful.
Ross has been
two.
plugging them off, and like I could see some damn fuel mileage crazy shit happen in any road course, and Ross cranks out a win.
Get a win?
Oh God,
Yeah.
he's in the playoffs. Like, what are we doing? What do we do now?
Honestly, it's gonna be like an RCR team. Honestly, they'll be right on the verge of like pointing their way into a playoff spot, battling for that kind of lower position in the playoffs. I think they'll perform similar to an RCR.
Yeah. Hell, I mean, that's another thing too, is like, I mean, it's gonna be what was left of Chip Ganassi, and then Trackhouse has been making speed with Suarez. So you put aggressive Ross in one of those Trackhouse speed cars. I mean, I could see him being a lot more deadly than he is in that 42 right now.
Yeah, I could see it. And yeah, I think he'll use this momentum too. I think he's that type of guy that he has this opportunity. He's going to use it as momentum to really kind of excel and try to push his career forward.
Well, another thing is like, it seems like McDonald's has his back fully. I don't even know if that's a Chip Ganassi thing. Does McDonald's stay over with Trackhouse? It seems like
probably
they like Ross.
I feel like Trackhouse would be even better. You got Pitbull, man.
Yeah,
why would you not? I would be like, this is an upgrade. As long as they don't like start jacking up prices, which I don't know why they would. It's a younger team than Chip Ganassi. I would imagine if you're McDonald's and they're like, hey, we'll keep the contract the same if you want to re-sign. If I'm McDonald's, I'd be like, yeah, man, we got Pitbull. In fact, I'll resign if Pitbull gives us a shout out or something. Like that's,
Pitbull eats a cheeseburger.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't at this point, honestly. Trackhouse seems like a team you might want to attach yourself to because it's probably pretty affordable. And you got Pitbull, running things. And you got two talented young drivers. Probably not a bad move.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Honestly, I think this is, as long as Kurt has another spot, which I imagine he does, I don't think this would have happened without something else in the works. As long as Kurt figures out his thing, I'll be happy all around with whole.
Well, definitely like Kurt just, tapping off that domination in Atlanta he had is like, he was already a hot target with monster money, but now Kurt, hey, I can still win. I get it done year to year.
He will get you one win every season, guaranteed.
At minimum. So
when's the last time he's had a winless season?
I don't know. I mean, I think he had some in the 41. He had one or two.
Yeah, you're probably right. But he always will get
it's always at least
win.
1 year.
Right.
It's always at least
yeah. He'll get you a win. It might not be more than that, but he'll get you a win. You will be in the playoffs with Kurt.
Yeah. So, if you're a sponsor, looking to get in or whatever, like, hey, you will be in victory lane possibly.
I imagine. I would put money on it that Kurt will get a win every single season. He's just that kind of driver. Maybe the next season he goes winless is his last. Maybe that's when he's like, okay, I just wanted to see when I would stop winning, and it was this year, and I'm done now.
That'd be funny.
That's a Kurt move. He's just like, fuck it, I'm done. I couldn't win.
I just hope that when he does retire, like Monster hops on with Ty Gibbs or something that stays in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Like Monster being a sponsor. And
100%. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great brand for NASCAR. I was really disappointed when they didn't get the title sponsor, but they just don't have one now, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't get the respect they deserved. It was like they're like, hey, we're gonna take them to NASCAR.
Well, it's because they bent NASCAR over a barrel on that deal. NASCAR lost a shit ton of money on that deal, and Monster rode out like bandits. I mean, they got the title sponsor deal for a fraction of what they would sell it for normally. So I think that's why NASCAR was never too excited about Monster, because they knew they kind of got screwed over on
But I
that
feel
one.
like it was one of the coolest moments in NASCAR was when Monster had it. We had chicks at the track, green walls.
The fan experience was
All-Star
always
race was
awesome.
probably the sickest it's been. It was like Supercross.
Well, it just makes sense for the fans. It makes sense for the brand, for like what their audience
midway
is.
and pre-race, that's the sickest thing. I mean, they're still doing, they're still vending and doing their 10th.
Yep, they're still there, which is cool to see. Yeah.
But, I miss the Monster commercials, and I mean, they still throw them in here.
The Monster Girls and the driver intros.
Driver intros, Victory Lane. I miss it all.
Yep. Yeah, agreed. We just got to get Hooters as the main sponsor now.
Yeah.
Hooters is the title sponsor.
Yeah,
Just have Hooters Girls.
Hooters Girls and Victory Lane.
Yeah, they used to do that. There was a race that they had Hooters Girls at.
I can't. Yeah, Hooters used to be a title sponsor of a race, and it was just like
it was, and they would have the Hooters
Melons
Girls
400, the Barn Owl 250.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, exciting. I'm interested to see what happens, but yeah, this weekend, Watkins Glen.
There's a lot of good paint schemes. Kyle Busch runs Snickers. 2's running some burgundy ass car. 37 looks clean. 47 looks awful. Kevin's running Red Apple's Ale. I'm a newfound fan of those. I
will not try that beer,
dude. It is so good. It's like I was like, I don't want to try that. I don't want apple beer. And then I tried Atlanta race, and I'm not like I got to get them, but I'm like, oh shit, hey, there's some Busch Apple. I'll drink them. They're really good on a golf cart. I'll throw that out there. And they go down like water. Before you know it,
I don't like the flavored stuff, man. I've just never been into the flavored stuff. I don't like the seltzer waters. I don't like Truly or whatever other ones there are. Never been into the different flavors.
Yeah, I was the same way, and then I had those, and I fell in love. Because I hated it too, because I always liked Kevin's damn Busch Apple cart is slick as hell. But I was always like, yeah, I don't know what it's like. It's kind of hard to get behind the sponsor. I don't know anything. Like, I haven't tasted it. And now I am fully backing it. I'm not buying a hat or nothing, but shit, it's a good looking car and a good beer.
Speaking of Kevin merch, that shirt.
Oh yeah, I figured it was a good time to wear.
Oh baby, that is probably the coolest NASCAR shirt ever.
Well, I love about the shirt too is like it's not like I wear race shirts out and stuff, but like I can wear this to a bar too, and like.
Oh, it's just a tight shirt. Yeah, 100%.
It's a badass shirt. Like I can wear this doing anything.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm so mad that it was a Kevin Harvick shirt, because now honestly I might just get like a Gravedigger Monster Truck shirt just because I see how cool that Gravedigger shirt is. The Monster Jam is going to be in Austin this weekend, and I'm so bummed. Well, I'm not going to go because I got COVID, so I'm so bummed. Me and my wife were talking about going. They had like the hype video on Instagram, and it had Gravedigger and all that shit, and I was like, oh hell yeah, we're going.
You and the damn COVID,
dude.
Another statistic, dude, ruining your life.
Bummer, I know.
First you missed Chairgatin, Jeopardy. Now you just can't miss Monster Jam. It's bullshit.
Yep, it's bullshit. I can't even taste this beer.
Oh man, that was another thing. It's like, yeah, I can't taste this beer. I've already had 7. You're just like, oh, whoa, what is this?
For anyone that hasn't had COVID, that's the worst part of COVID. COVID overall, I keep saying COVID, so we're definitely getting like banned from YouTube and Twitter and everything.
There's gonna be a little thing like for tips on COVID.
Yeah, exactly. At the bottom, it'll be like misinformation. Now that I have COVID currently, do I sound like I'm stuffed up or anything? Can you tell?
No, you sound like shit, like normal.
Yeah, okay, perfect. As long as they still sound like shit. Now that I've had COVID, it does suck. It's kind of like having the flu. You have like body aches and stuff, and you just kind of feel sick for like a week. But the worst part is the not having smell or taste. Like, it is the weirdest, trippiest thing. The smell thing, I don't really care about. If I could never have smell again, I don't know if I'd care one way or the other. The taste thing sucks. I can't taste shit. And I know I'm eating really good food.
It makes like when your old lady's cooking you dinner, it just makes it all like, what's the point of eating this?
What's the point? What's the point? I've gotten to the point where I'm like not eating until my stomach is turning, because it's like, dude, you haven't eaten all day. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I
I
should.
think I
probably
literally went a whole day without like eat. I ate like some soup or something, and I was like,
yeah, because your
I don't
stomach
even
is just
eat.
like
I can't taste it. I don't want to eat. This sucks.
exactly. I don't care. It's just
It
not.
made me appreciate how much I love food too. Might
Yeah.
hurt me on the long run now, obviously. But it made me like, dude, I can't wait to like taste good food again.
Yeah, that's how I am, and it's driving me crazy. The smell thing isn't as bad, but I hadn't taken a shower in a couple days. Let's be real. I'm quarantined here. Who cares?
I
It's just
was
me and my
wearing
wife.
sweatpants for
We're
2
both
weeks.
quarantined, and I realized I had forgotten to put on deodorant and not
Oh,
showered and shit.
wow. Did she
Because
touch it too?
yeah,
Oh,
because I don't
Lord.
have smell, and I was sitting there with my arms up, and I was thinking, I was like, dude, if I had smell, this would be the time to tell. Like, I'm sure it's nasty.
Yeah.
And so I went and took a shower. Don't worry. But that's how you know how you just legit have like no smell. I went and took a shower, put my nose up to everything. Just
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing.
It's the weirdest thing. And it's not that
Put a
bad. It's kind
muzzle
of
on your
cool.
senses, dude.
It's weird, man. I'm not a fan. Don't like it. That's the worst part for anybody that has or has not had COVID. And by the way, now I'm not pro-vax,
You're a
anti-vax, anything.
survivor, dude. You're a survivor.
I don't care about the vaccines. If you want a vaccine, take one. If you don't, I don't care.
Yeah.
But it is weird now that even if you're vaccinated, you can get the COVID again. I'm like, all right, well, yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get political on the episode, but yeah, get your shot or don't, or COVID or not. You're gonna get it either way.
Luna does not sound happy. Oh Lord.
Sorry, Dad ended up over here. Luna does not.
Hey Luna.
And
Hey
she thinks
Luna.
vaccine is dumb, and she didn't want to get political on the show, and she's upset about it.
Hey Luna. Hey Luna. Nice. That works every time.
This is our mascot, Luna.
This is our mascot, Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
hey
It
to
works
all the
every time.
viewers, Luna. Say
You
hey.
just gotta do this.
I love you.
Yeah, not trying to get political.
A
Just
young,
saying.
aspiring Chase Elliott fan. Luna, what the?
All right. Well, now we're definitely getting canceled.
Talking about COVID and babies. All right, don't get out of here.
Luna's got some fans in the comments.
Oh, Snake wife.
Our number one fan. Anyway, yeah, that's the worst part. If you have or have not had COVID yet,
It ain't
you'll
shit.
lose-
Don't be scared. Live your
you'll
life.
lose taste and smell. That's the worst part.
So the bomb that dropped today, as we roll off the COVID transition, is just as bad as COVID in my eyes. We're still talking about moving the numbers. We all know it's happening.
Oh my God, I forgot about. I was just gonna skip over that.
I'm the
I
biggest.
forgot.
I think I'm the biggest Hitler on this one. I don't want this to happen. That's the number one thing that's pissing me the hell off with all these.
That's a weird analogy. Did Hitler also not like number placements? Was that?
I was talking about hating other things, but
Yeah,
I'm
you're a big Hitler on this.
Anti-number placement movement. I don't want it to move. I don't want it to go anywhere. I don't know why it bugs the shit out of me. People are like, at least it's going forward. I'm like, I don't want it to move anywhere. Leave it alone. Like, if it ain't broke, don't break it. It drives me nuts.
Right. Yeah. I agree that I've always said, as a NASCAR fan, I want everyone to draw their line in the sand. I don't know what yours was, but I know
never got out of my seat. I've been in my seat under the umbrella on the beach the whole time.
I know number placement's a big one.
I will not move off this hill. I don't want it. Don't move it. I know it's happening, but I'm gonna be a Mr. Grumpy Guts in the stands watching this shit.
It's happening, and here's the thing: a lot of people, which is so funny. My comment on the tweet was, like, these fake NASCAR fans are going to make excuses for why this is okay. And then of course all my replies are people trying to like justify it. And I'm like, see, that's 100% what I knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's so weird. This idea of, and the word bootlicker comes to mind. Somebody that just will get on their knees for NASCAR, whatever NASCAR says.
Yeah, I think we're friends with a few of those.
Right. Yeah. They're like, that's okay. That's great. Like, hell yeah. Let's move those numbers, man.
Yeah,
like, let's add
tapered
spacers. And yeah, it's just NASCAR makes mistakes. They make a lot of mistakes. Let's be real.
They start
And-
races in the rain.
Yeah. Or they'll call them without rain and pretend like there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the number placement thing, does it affect the racing? No, it doesn't. And that's a fine excuse if that a lot of people are like, it doesn't even affect the racing, bro. That was a comment. It doesn't affect the racing, bro. Somebody said it to me, and I was like, oh my god, dude.
It affects my whole
you're a
fucking
meme.
life.
So here's the thing, it affects the tradition of NASCAR, and that's okay for fans to be upset about because that's something we like. It's okay as an NASCAR fan to be upset by this. That's fine. Like I'm upset by it. I think it's bullshit. So don't let people say it doesn't affect the racing. You shouldn't be mad.
I've
You have a right to be
accepted enough changes in the last decade. Fucking knock it off.
Knock it off.
You're about to cross some fucking lines, and that's how I feel about it. And there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm still gonna watch. But
well, that's the thing. Is that
it's
the thing you can
as
do is to stop watching.
It's frustrating as fuck, dude.
The problem is you could stop watching. That's the only thing that you can't do. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. That's why I say you do need to have a line in the sand at some point that you say, I can't do it anymore. I can't support it. Jacob, he had a good one. He said if NASCAR ever goes all electric, I'm like, that's a fair one. That's your line. But the problem is when you make this line, you have to understand that you need to stick by that line. Jacob, if you're listening, if they ever go fully electric and you don't stop watching, I mean, that's so much worse. So if you make your line, you need to say, I'm not watching.
I mean, if you say you're going to boycott NASCAR because of a cooler ban and you show up with hot passes the next week, you need to stick by your guns. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, he never said the word boycott.
Well, we all know what we want.
Well, anyway, the number thing, it's okay to be upset by it. I want all our listeners to know.
And I hate it too because I'm like, okay, if you're gonna, I guess moving it forward looks cooler than moving it backwards.
I guess, but does it? It's just like, I don't know. It's like either way, it's like, moving it.
So, and I hate to even talk about it. I feel like I'm talking about something like,
here, do this with your shirt. Is there a car on your shirt? It's not really a good one. I was gonna say if it's like a sideways one, we could like.
So, Jesus Christ. Rendering.
I was just looking around for them.
Is it too bright?
That works. Okay, so
numbers in the middle.
Yep.
If you move it back, they could put sponsors up here and shit.
Right.
But with the new design of the next gen or whatever, the back ends on all the models are shorter. So this is shorter, so you don't have as much room for sponsor, is hinting the whole number change idea. And so if you move the number forward, you're just going to make the whole deck lid and side quarter panel a whole fucking sponsor logo. So there's not going to be like a a down here sponsor and a fucking real well sponsor. Like,
do you think
it's going to be like a sidecar sponsor?
How far forward do you think they're going to do it? Do you think the 9 is going to be where the 2 is, or do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, I almost saw like the 9 will be where the 2 is, and the 2 will be where the contingency sponsor.
Yeah. Okay.
And like, I mean, I don't know. This is all bullshitting, but it's like you're at least going to have like the number forward, and then the whole side of the car could be the sponsor. Like instead of a sponsor, just one big ass thing. And the only other thing I see about this is new paint schemes across the board, new car, the numbers moved. If you fucking move the number and keep your same paint scheme, just go to hell.
Oh, that would be awful. Thankfully, like you said, it's a new.
Makes me curious on what the 22 team would do because they've had the same fucking iconic paint scheme for the Pennzoil for the last fucking 14 years.
Yeah, wow.
And that's so, some of these guys are going to have to change it up and make new paint schemes. And I'm all for new paint schemes, good or bad. But that's the only, like, limelight I see here. I'm not about it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, thankfully, like you said, since it's a new car, they will have to do new paint schemes. So thank God, at least it won't just be like bullshit paint scheme just with the number moved a little bit.
My biggest thing is like, why? Sponsor.
Why?
No.
Why? That's the
I shoved a
meme.
firefly up my butthole. Like, no. Like, we don't have to do this, y'all. Like, just leave it where it is. It's fine. Oh, well, the deck lid's smaller. Okay, that's not our problem.
That's
Like,
not our problem. Sell
leave
the
it where it
sponsorship
is.
where the sponsor options are. You don't need to move the goddamn numbers.
Ugh.
Just charge more for certain areas if you want. It's
Here's the thing, too. You know, like we've joked about the IMSA word. At this point, do we put real fucking headlights on the cars?
hmm.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be fucking surprised at this point. Hey,
Yeah.
like, we're not doing sticker decals, wraps. We're doing real fucking headlights and racing at night. That's probably one where I'm like, you're crossing the fucking line.
Well, at what point do the numbers just go to the back window?
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah. At what point do
Australian
we take the numbers
supercars
off
and
and
IMSA
just do fucking Hooters across the whole car?
Mhm.
There's a little number tag by his name.
Right.
And
coming.
that's another thing too, is like, as much as I have to defend NASCAR in my regular life against haters, is like, we had to see the change the number. NASCAR ain't the same. And I'm like, I agree.
You're
with
right. Yeah,
you.
it's not. Like
I
it
know,
really, yeah.
I know.
It's changing so much. Yeah.
It's on a daily fucking basis. And now
So here's the deal for anyone watching. If anyone tells you you don't have the right to be upset about something because it doesn't affect the racing on the track, tell them to suck a dick. You can be as upset about whatever you want to. It's okay. You're a NASCAR fan.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get upset. It's the same people that were defending the lug nut. And it's like, well, that does affect the racing on the track, in my opinion. It'll affect pit stops. That greatly affects it. So it's like, what can I be upset about? Because they're like, single lug nut, can't be mad about that. I think I'm the most upset about that. And for some reason, nobody else cares as much as I do. But I'm like, that affects pit stops. I mean, and pit strategy. That changes in everything. And so
it's like saying, yeah, my girlfriend cheats on me, but she's still my girlfriend. What?
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't affect our relationship.
She only whores herself out on the weekends, bro. She's still my wife.
It doesn't affect my relationship with her, the fact that she sleeps around.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Everybody has their thing. It's okay for y'all to be upset about this or that. I think it's fine. I'm upset about pretty much everything. So do you want to wrap up the episode with, do you have at the line picks?
I always have at the line picks.
All right,
and because it's Dakota Drake Ford's special segment to close out the show, I've been waiting for this one. It's Watkins Glen. It's road course racing. And I got some stuff lined up for you. You think I've just been sitting here doing nothing? But
I do think that.
I'm gonna roll out punching. It's this week's segment of At the Line. So right here we can have a segment pop up.
A little rainbow.
Flip the background at the line. Now that I know,
damn, I could do that. I could make a new background for it.
Yeah, and just do it for 10 seconds.
Yep.
So Luna's pick of the week. We're gonna come out swinging. I'm just gonna go running off the lineup. I didn't even realize this. We didn't even talk about it. The qualifying lineup. Penske starts 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't mention that.
Ryan Blaney. Mm-hmm. All road course heavy hitters. I mean, I'm gonna start off. Who we got? Brad Keselowski or Joey Logano? Starting 1, 2.
I'm gonna go Joey.
Joey, okay. He does have a win here. Brad almost has a win here. I don't think Brad's won here. He might have. I don't think so. I don't know.
Shit, has he? Actually, no.
He's had some close calls. He's always had some good runs. We all remember the BK Marcus Ambrose race, the probably best road course race in history.
Mm-hmm.
That one was awesome. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Brad was hot. Joey had that speed at New Hampshire. At this point with the 2 weeks off, I don't even know if New Hampshire's relevant.
Dude, that's the thing. With the 2 weeks off, I'm like, everything might have changed.
All Eric Almirola's momentum's like 2 weeks ago. Like, does it matter?
No, it doesn't.
So I'm gonna go the 2 car, man. He's starting on the pole. They're usually pretty good there. He's got some momentum. I think he's going down swinging in that 2 ride. I want to see him get another win in it, even though we were at his last win in it. It was awesome. I'm gonna go Brad Keselowski in the 2. So for my second round picks, I was just gonna say this one off the bat. One guy's got to win here. Another guy's got to win here. Don't hate on them, but they showed some speed 2 weeks ago. The 4-car Kevin Harvick or the 19 of Martin Truex Jr.?
Martin Truex Jr., get out of here.
Go to hell, dude. Go to hell.
Stop it.
I said Bush Apple for a reason.
Stop.
Dude.
Martin Truex Jr., I mean, if he's doing everything right.
If he doesn't get wrecked by rain.
If he's doing what he should do, I mean, he should be contending for the win here with, like Chase Elliott and maybe like Kyle Larson. I don't know.
I could see him in a solid third.
Those are the three guys that come through the first top of my head for like who should contend here. It's like those three names. So yeah, I gotta go Martin Truex Jr. If you're giving me that.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be like Truex versus like Elliott or something.
Mentioned both these names in the show, round 3. I mean, they're a little off the wall. Ross Chastain or Tyler Reddick?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. Dude, they have the same odds if you're betting.
Oh
okay.
My god.
That does not help. I'm gonna go Tyler Reddick. I want to say Ross Chastain though.
He's been fast, but Ross has been fast at the road courses.
I know Ross has been good at road courses. Tyler's been plugging them on here lately, so that's why I'm going Tyler. But for whatever reason, in the back of my head, I want to say Ross. It's this weird. It could go either way with those two.
Honestly, I think Ross probably has a little pep in his step from this re-sign.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Reddick's got a lot of pressure on him right now, being on the bubble.
True.
So I think the 8's going to start plugging off some good runs here. I think they deliver when the pressure's on. So I'm going to go the 8 as well. Hey, Ethan, what's up, boy? You know what? For our next round, we're going to go a little back in the field. I think this guy's kind of selling his soul away and fucking up every opportunity he has. And one guy's just, he's an underdog just sitting there punching away, giving it hell, having some good runs. I'm going to go Matt DiBenedetto in the 21 or Corey LaJoie in the 7. I think one car is faster than the other, but one driver is more determined than the other.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go Matty D.
Ooh, yeah.
I think he actually might perform very well here.
Really? Because I think Matty D is going to choke, and I think Matty D has really fucking put his foot in the grave with all his crazy comments on the 21 ride. I'm a Matty D fan. I love Matty D, but I think Corey LaJoie is slowly plugging away some top 25 runs. I think Matty D has a shit no-run fucking day, and Corey LaJoie is going to beat him. We'll see what happens.
Okay. It could go that way. It could go that way. Yeah.
It could. It totally could. All right. Do I even dare pick these two guys?
Is this the last one?
Yes. This is round 5. Mm-hmm. I don't even find it fair. These guys both have wins here. The 9 of Chase Elliott or the 18 of Kyle Busch.
Damn. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Big, heavy dick daddies.
Like you said, because we've had 2 weeks off, I don't know if momentum matters anymore. So because of that, I'm going to go purely off who I think is probably the best recent driver here. And so I have to go Chase Elliott. He's had 2 back-to-back wins here. And without momentum going into it, I'm just purely going off past wins. So I'm going to go Chase.
He has been the Watkins Glen GOAT here lately. Got his first win here. He's super hella fast. Road course king, however the hell you want to call it. But Kyle Busch seems to be plugging away some speed lately.
He does. I wanted to go
2 weeks ago, but he was leading.
That's the thing. I wanted to go Kyle based on like recent races because I've seen a lot out of him. But yeah, because of the 2 week thing.
The muscle, but Chase has the setup. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's about where they are. But I think Hendricks has kind of been off. They're laying under the weeds, waiting to strike for the playoffs.
The 2 weeks off, I think it might change things. That's why normally I wasn't going to pick Hendrick because I think Kyle and his team has been putting it together a lot better. But I think that 2 weeks off might just erase everything, and like we're kind of starting over.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm going with Chase.
Probably will say Chase Elliott will probably be up front. If not, there will be some. You know what'll fucking happen? Chase Elliott will be like 6th, 7th all goddamn race, and then all of a sudden with 30 to go, there's some fucking caution with some fuel strategy, and with 3 to go, Chase Elliott's leading some fucking how. It hasn't been up there all day, but then he's leading, and they're like, he's the king, he's great.
And he's pulling away or some shit.
He pulls away with a win, and they'll be like, dominates Watkins Glen. Oh, my God. That's probably what's going to happen. And when he does win, we'll come back and clip this.
Yeah, exactly. And that exact scenario happens. That's right.
Yeah. So, do we want to roll right into lock of the week?
Yep. Yeah. Let's do lock
man.
of the week. What do you got?
Oh man, lock of the week. I'm not even gonna do what we just said, but I went against them earlier with you, but I was only doing it because I'm passionate about my boy. But I'm gonna say the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. is gonna get it done. And I think the 19's been kind of sleeping all summer, and he's ready to pounce. I mean, he was fast for New Hampshire, even though it was 2 weeks ago, like I said. But he's a road course god too. He's always up front in these things. I don't think the 5's going to even be relevant. He'd probably win too. But I think Martin Truex is going to get it done here. He was always fast at Watkins Glen. If they have a good day, he's going to be up front.
I am going to go Chase Elliott. I think NASCAR wants to see Chase Elliott get 3 wins here in a row.
God. You might as well buy a shirt at this point.
What are you talking about? I'm not even a Chase fan.
You love him.
I do not love Chase Elliott.
Oh
what are you talking about? Where is this even coming from? I do not love Chase Elliott. I'm just being honest. I think NASCAR
every time.
I think NASCAR wants to see him get 3 wins in a row here. And they'll try to make sure that happens.
We're screwed if it rains. They'll just call it right then and there, no matter what lap.
Exactly.
There'll be some new rule about how they're calling it.
There was rain 30 minutes away, and they had to call it.
Rain was in the state of New York, and we had no choice.
Right, exactly. Yep. All right, who do you got for your underdog? Wild card.
You know, I don't think he's racing this week. No, he's not. But
you don't think he's racing? Who are
I'm talking about who I'm thinking about. I'm just spitballing here. Oh, let's see. This is it. This is who I want right here. I found him. Yep, that's his number. That's him. I'm going to go.
All right, who do you got?
The 23 of Bubba Wallace.
Wow. If that works out, though,
dude, do we remember the infamous Kyle Busch dumps Bubba and Bubba comes back and fucking punts Kyle Busch? That right there, before all the bullshit, that right there, I was like,
a lot of people were fucking with Bubba when he did that. Yeah,
that was sick. I mean, I'm a Kyle Busch fan too, but like that, I don't take shit drivers,
right?
And that was what that moment was, and it was fucking awesome. I mean, I think he was running like top 15 when he did that shit. I don't know.
So for that reason, you're picking Bubba.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take Bubba in the 23.
All right.
I think I could totally see him getting like a P11 finish here and having a decent day.
All right. Check this one out. Daniel Suarez.
Wow. I just was looking at him.
Daniel Suarez has had, 1 or 2 top 5 finishes here?
Really?
I want to say 2.
He's he's like a sleeper, road course racer.
Exactly. He's had, I want to say 2 top 10 finishes here. He had I think 1 top 5, maybe it was probably like 4th and 7th or something. I'm just throwing out there. He's done well here. This is back before, when he was still with Joe Gibbs, but he's done well here, and he's been doing better here.
That would be a huge fucking wild upset is like Daniel Suarez wins and plugs his way into the playoffs, like no off the fucking radar, Eric Almirola style.
That would be wild, right?
Dude, and I'm all for it. Like, even though Kevin's on the bubble now too, it's like, who would have guessed Eric Almirola
just to mix some shit up?
It's just like, who would have fucking guessed it?
Austin, my driver's out now, so I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Who would have guessed that Daniel Suarez gets a win or 3 more wins?
How cool would that be, especially after this new move? They just purchased Chip Ganassi. Suarez has been.
If they go into the Chip Ganassi thing with a win, with a Daniel Suarez first win,
right?
Like, that's even more.
Suarez has been looking some of the best driving I've seen out of him in his entire career.
He's having his best career season in the one-off 99.
Just because it's not a team anyone expected him to do shit with, and he's actually been putting together some good finishes, and he has done well here in the past, which just makes me hope that he could like pull something. It's kind of like Eric Jones. He's done well here, but because he's in the 43, I really don't see him doing anything, unfortunately, because I was kind of between both. But I was like, Suarez's equipment's not too bad. He could pull something out here.
Yeah, I mean, I can see him giving a good, if he doesn't get a win in one of these races, a good-ass Daytona run.
Yeah, he
He's
needs like a race like this
He's
or
usually
elimination.
always up front in these damn plate
Mm-hmm.
races too. It's like I can see him up there mixing it if he doesn't wreck.
Yep. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for, honestly. Like, obviously, if Austin isn't competing, then whatever. But I'd be hoping to see somebody like Suarez just running up front here. I think it'd be a lot of fun and good for that team moving forward.
Hell yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's it. I'm so excited to finally have racing again.
Racing's back, baby.
Dude, by the way, I got COVID when there wasn't racing. Just think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you didn't.
That's the worst time.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
one thing to
stuck
like
inside.
be at home, like, oh, I can't do nothing. I might as well watch racing all weekend. But like, you
Nothing.
couldn't do any of it. You're sitting there bored as fuck watching baseball.
Just scrolling through Twitter, watching baseball. That's what I've been doing.
I've noticed you've been posting a lot, like lately.
Yeah,
like,
because I'm still getting inside, not doing
I
shit. Of
noticed.
course,
I
I'm
was like,
posting
dude,
a lot.
everything I see, like you've commented on.
Oh, dude, I've been just
And I was like, I literally was like, oh yeah, he's stuck in the house, bored as shit.
exactly. You tweet something, and I will comment on it right now. I am so bored.
Damn it, boy. Well,
yeah,
glad you're back and healthy. We got a couple races to get in, and we're gonna be kicking. Oh, that's another thing. Darlington's gonna be the first race of the playoffs. That'll be pretty fun too.
Wow,
Chairgatin
that'll be a
won't
lot
be
of
there.
fun. That'll be a lot of
boys
fun.
We'll be back in town.
Yep, the boys are back.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
All right, y'all.